Right, we're recording in Harwick on the 20th of March 2024. I'd like to thank our Holy God, our Heavenly Holy Creator Principle of all that is, was, and ever can be, for allowing us and gifting us this time to come together in this way. I call upon the 9 beings of light that works of our energy field and that anchors the energy in this space for this period of time. I call upon and invoke the essence of Archangel Michael, Lord Jesus the Christ, Lord Melchizedek, Lord Maitreya, Lord Metatron, Lord Ganesh, Saint Germain, Lord Kuthumi, as well as Lord Melchizedek. As well as we invoke the essence of Archangel Ariel to complete this grid. To protect us against all negativity projected towards us by any and all beings, consciously and unconsciously, incarnate and discarnate, from the north, the south, the east, the west, from above, from below, as also from within. To ground us within the light of Christ, so that at any and all times we are fully grounded, fully protected, and fully connected. To bless us with His Excalibur sword of truth, so that our truth is and remains our communicating and motivating force of light. We call upon our guides and guardians. We call upon the heavenly realms, the angels, the archangels, the ladies and the lords of light, the Kohan, the Elohim, the Seraphim, the Cherubim. We call upon the cosmic council of light, and we ask all of those from the stars, our star brothers and sisters, and all of the legions of light across the cosmos in this universe and all the multiverses, to bring their energy into this space and to create a safe vortex for us to communicate and fine-tune our frequency this evening. Call upon your personal guides if you know them. If you don't know them, just set the intent and ask for your guides to step forward. Ask for those that have crossed over, that is here to guide you, to step forward. Ask them to place their hands upon your shoulders, so that during this time and thereafter, if there are any questions that you need answers to or guidance, that this would come through for you in this time and once we leave here. The right time, the right place. I call upon the essence of Lady Gaia, our beloved Earth, as we thank her for allowing us to once again enjoy a lifetime upon her body, to live on her, to feed off her, to breed on her, to breathe off her. I call upon our doorkeeper guide, and our observer guides to step forward. As we ask them to join all of the legions of light to create a sacred circle around this space. I call upon the essence of Ascended Master Kuthumi and Goddess Diana as we give thanks for the teachings and the wisdom that you've shared over the years. We give thanks to you for not giving up on us even at times when we've given up or want to give up on ourselves. We ask that all that is shared here this evening is shared with the greatest integrity and truth. Received in honesty and with humbleness and love. Visualize above your head a beautiful, magnificent white light. Just see it as a magnificent, glowing light, like a bright, sparkling diamond. Now extend that frequency up into the heavens, way above your head, into the cosmos. Then visualize the magnificent ruby golden energy below your feet. Then extend that down into the earth, anchoring you deep into the planet. Now visualize a magnificent golden vortex forms around us, keeping us all in this space. Visualize this vortex extends up and down. As we now invite you to let go of the lower consciousness and walk with us into the higher frequencies. Let your consciousness leave this planet as you gently begin to ascend in vibrational frequency, and you feel the presence of this frequency amongst you. Now place your entire body in a magnificent violet flame, still with the diamond frequency at the top and the golden frequency anchoring you to the planet. Allow your mind to float and your consciousness to ascend higher and higher, and so be it. I am Kuthumi, and I come forward upon the rays of love and wisdom to greet thee at this time, and to gift unto thee a divine blessing of love. Greetings, beloved ones.
Greetings.
It is with great joy and with great pleasure within our hearts that we gather with you upon this day, as we hold each of you here firmly within the heart of Christ and securely upon the hands of God. Beloved ones, beloved brothers and sisters of the light, we are again extending our frequency and our vibrations of gratitude towards you, as it fills our being with love and pride when coming together and being able to discuss a discourse. We from the realms beyond this one extend our frequency and our vibration to encapsulate yours, so that you may lift yourself up from that which drags you down, so that you may truly ascend into a higher frequency of consciousness and communication. And we are thrilled, as always, to be able to partake in this. The times that you are in are of immense importance. And by that we mean the current timeline that you are in on this planet. As 2024 rolls on and rolls out her majestic carpet for you to glide along, much will transpire in your world. Worlds will change as it has. Frequencies will increase as it has. And vibrations will become pure as it is. Because of the intense times that you are in and that your planet is experiencing, which I'm not again discussing, as I've done that previously, because of the shift in the vibrational frequency of the earth, for the earth is ascending, she is ascending into her fifth dimensional consciousness. So then must you too. For you see, believe it or not, beloved ones, where the earth is going, it is a place of beauty and calm. It is a place of harmony and a place of healing. And each and every one that will traverse with her on her journey as she glides into her new timeline will be on the same frequency. In other words, you will be able to comprehend the same bandwidth, as you say. You will speak the same language. Now, to enable you to speak the same language, we first need to find a general language to speak. Not so. It is impossible to understand one another when each of you can't even listen to each other, let alone have a discussion about that which matters to the other. It is therefore imperative to now keep your frequency as refinedly balanced as humanly possible for you to be able to stay on course. And perhaps you may ask that course seems a bit distorted, and I will answer that it matters not, for all courses that you stay on, that you travel on, that you glide through, even through tragic distortion, will come out as balance and harmony in the end. For the only way you can rid yourself of that which troubles you the most is to get rid of it, to let it go. And therefore your planet as a whole, as one unit, as one motherly figure, is teaching her children at this time to hold on to that and to keep their focus on that which truly matters for them. And sometimes there are many ways to show you what that is, or ways to ask you to experience certain things for you to be able to finally come through and understand where your love is at and where your frequency is at and where your attention is at. That is the only way to get through this. We understand the immense turmoil taking place on your planet. Everywhere, practically everywhere you go. And as we've discussed previously, the mass confusion within the collective unconsciousness is enough to make anyone shudder. It's enough to make anyone want to cry and run away. Well, unfortunately for you, you ain't going to get very far if you do try and run. So best you stay behind, and as I always say, turn around and learn to dance with your shadow. Because dance, you must. By facing your shadow self, you eliminate the consciousness of yourself as a being from partaking in different games or experiences that it needn't. So you eliminate the problems, you eliminate the density. The only way you can do that, as I said, is to face your shadow. And once you understand, beloved ones, that your shadow is not necessarily any darker than yourself, you will know that within every road there may be a fork. And no matter which one you take, the outcome is part of your journey. It is part of your experience. And very often when you've taken the left and you should have taken the right, trust me, you'll end up at the right anyway. And perhaps that is because you needed to learn the lessons of the left to be able to fully experience the outpouring that will come forth from the eventual right. Much is happening on your planet on a sort of, shall we say, undercurrent energy. There is cleansing, there is clearing, there is purging, and much is being done with the help of the Legion's flood that is here to support your planet in its transition, and at the same time to support each and every one of you in your transition, to help you through this time. Therefore, it is imperative and very important for you to call on help. And for those of you that may feel that there is no help, and there are a few of you here in the circle, trust me, all you need to do is call. Beloved ones, ask your guides to meet with you. Ask them to speak to you, and ask them to show you that they can hear you. Demand unsynchronistic events, for understand that miracles are everywhere. All you need to do is change your frequency so that you open yourself up to attract that which you want. And as we've explained several times, millions of times, the only way you can do that is to elevate your frequency to be on par with that which you focus upon. because you cannot focus upon something and not understand it or not being able to elevate yourself to that. That I've explained in many different metaphors for you to make some head and tail of. The ascension plan and the transition of your earth into 5D, and for you as humans from carbon into silica, into crystalline frequency, is underway. It has already begun. Beloved ones, if you but lean an ear and an eye into the world of science and the world that surrounds that which we call science and theosophy and philosophy, you will get to the physics of it all. And you will come to understand that there's much that's been revealed and tested and treated that has not come to the fore. But it will. It will. For you understand, we shared with you some 15 years ago that the time will come on your planet when you are comfortable in dancing with your own shadow, that there will be no more lies. There will be no more hiding. No one will be able to hide things from another, for your frequency will show it. And the frequency that I speak of is the vibrations that you emit in your auric field, in your extended bodies, in your chakric system, and so on and so forth. There will come a time when all is laid bare for everyone to see, to enjoy, to support, trust and love. And you are now working towards such a time, which is one of the reasons why, to enable you to receive that energy, to be able you to transcend the lower vibrational frequencies that will allow you to actually raise your vibration and increase your frequency so that you may integrate even higher, more spectacular light quotient, is what will bring all of this to the fore. And beloved ones, that is happening. It is happening now. It is happening everywhere. It is happening in your governments. It is happening in your fields of education. It is happening in your fields of hospitality. It is happening in your medical fields. It is happening in science. It is happening in physics. It is happening everywhere. In actual fact, it's happening to each and every one of you within your own human system. For that is ultimately where peace lies. That is ultimately where you embrace harmony and you step into the essence of love and you become it. You become it. You live that essence of love. You share that essence of love with everyone, with your family, with your friends, your animals. You share it with everyone that you come into contact with. Because, beloved ones, that is the vibrational frequency of the new earth. And as you very well know, that is the vibrational frequency of the new you. The new you you've been working on, and the new you that you are going to continue working on. And by saying the new you, I am not only addressing those of spiritual backgrounds or those that have come to hear or read these words, or even those within the circle. I'm addressing everyone. For believe me, every single, I have said this before, I'm going to repeat it again. Every single person on your planet is going through a transitional stage at the moment. They have, what do you think 2012 was about? It wasn't just moonshine and roses. Oh no, it actually had purpose. You transcended the old and you walked into the new. We went through a death and a rebirth at the time. And funny enough, strangely enough, here we are this evening addressing a very similar topic. And I'm definitely sure, I am not making a mistake, that this channel mentioned years ago that she never will do another channeling on Easter again. And Easter is around the corner. But fear not, fret not, we will not enforce that. But you are once again at a time of death and rebirth, for that is the essence that you are in. But as we've explained, every single person on your planet is facing a rewire. Every single person, no matter on what level they are at, is currently facing some sort of adjustment, be it on a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual level. It matters not. They are being rewired and readjusted and recalibrated to become anew. If one process, if one small process is successful, there's already a renewal. Beloved ones, that is why it is very important for you to share the wisdom, share the knowledge, even if you wish not to share the reality of this message. That I am an ascended being and I use the voice box of this person to express through. You needn't even share that. Just simply share an interesting discourse. Do not fright the people. They are frightful enough. Every time they look in the mirror, they look at each other with fright. That is why we need to get them to look in the mirror more. As we've discussed previously, to look into those beautiful eyes. To realize that it's you. You are a multidimensional, multifaceted, magnificent, magical being of light. That's what you are. And every one of those magical beings of light are working on themselves. And therefore, never underestimate the power behind what you do. For what you think you do, it may in fact be a whole lot more. It may in fact be a whole lot more. As the discovery was made today. Beloved ones, there's so much more to this world than you know. If you only step back from that which keeps you entrapped and learn to do a wonderful dance with your shadow, and in so doing, enjoy every aspect of that yin and yang. Remember, you can never face the darkness of night, for you are the light. We've shared this. You can never face the fear and the darkness that brews in uncertainty, because at the end of the day, you have the light. You can shine a light on it. But it is when your emotions go tumbling that the emotional body goes out the window. And when the emotional body tumbles, trust me, it's only a matter of time and everything else will follow suit. It is how it works. It is how it works. So it is imperative, no matter your walk of life, your background or your vision where you find yourself at present, to remain diligently focused on there where you wish to see yourself in time to come, for you will. You will. Beloved ones, each and every person, no matter how trivial they may seem to you or anyone else, or to themselves, plays a part in the unfolding new earth in the new energy. Each and every one that is here incarnated at this time has come to contribute their essence for the greater good of all. Those that are here opposing this energy are playing out their final games. Their final games in lifetimes that is here and lifetimes that is coming, that is being faded out. For the energy is shifting, but it takes, unfortunately, time. Of your time. This is the only place where time exists. Because remember, beyond your planet, every experience you've ever had and every experience you will ever have exists simultaneously as one. That is another of the reasons why you carry the veil of forgetfulness. For it will create tremendous turmoil and perhaps anxiety. For if you could understand where you've been in the past, see the reality of all of it, and even have a true glimpse in where you are going, the human brain is unable to function along those lines. For you need to box things and sort things out for yourself. For that is the way you feel comfortable. And until the time comes for you to break free from that, continue. But reach out. Reach out for one another. Reach out to travel further. Reach out to expand yourself. And understand that no matter what you are facing in your journey at this time, or at any time, you are far more than that. You are far greater than that. For the remembrance of what happens beyond this comes back very soon once you leave. Very soon. Depending on your consciousness, extremely soon. But you soon come to realize how it all fits in, why things happened the way they did, and if they didn't, that it would have had a complete different outcome, and that wasn't part of the plan, no matter what. So therefore, understand that the density created by your governments, the corruption, the destruction and the pain will ease. Therefore, all of it is being exposed bit by bit, little by little, so that each and every one of you, those in your light worker, warrior suits, and those without, can be there to help and bring sanity back into a completely insane world. But now is the time for you to realize this. Which is why the key dates coming up is so exceptionally important, beloved ones. You have heard this, you may have heard it, you may not. But within the planets in your cosmos and within the planets in your planetary system, much is going on. And you have ahead of you 2 eclipses. You have the eclipse of the moon, the lunar eclipse, and you have the eclipse of the sun. The solar eclipse is coming up in your date of next week, and the lunar eclipse on the 10th of April. And between these two eclipses, you have your Easter period, your time of death and rebirth, and the period that the window of opportunity that this opens is immense, because from an astrological point of view, what this means is this is an opportune time for you to finally close the door on that which has boggled your mind, that which has kept you trapped. You are finally going to let go of the disturbances that creates unhappiness. You're finally going to put many of the things to bed that have tormented you. And that is the first opportunity that you are given, the opportunity of letting go. That will be complemented by the opportunity of the new, which is the next eclipse. The one is saying goodbye and the other one is saying hello. The one is saying let go of the past and the other one is saying embrace the future. And between these two eclipses, you have an amazing window of opportunity for you to pay attention, really pay attention, every day of your life, of the things you enjoy and the things you don't. The things you don't, let it go. And the things you enjoy, enjoy it. Our old saying, enjoy what you wish, but do not let it enjoy you. Beloved ones, this world is for enjoyment. It is for fun. It is to come to experience and therefore be able to share the joy of it, the beauty of it, and as I said, the harmony of it. Now that is what this period offers you. As you very well know, you've stepped now into the new year, into the astrological new year, where this day is the first day of your new astrological year, as you enter Aries. And as with Aries, this energy is awakening a fierce warrior within you, so that you may be able to overcome all of that which has held you back and stagnated you. And so too does the goddess power and the new divine masculine give you the incentive to rewire yourself so that you may then put yourself into a new timeline to glide towards, into the new that is to come. That is what's happening at this time. Beloved ones, the month of April, also within your astrological circles, you will find out, is an extremely, extremely tense time for you to get to know yourself more personally. It's a personal energy. It is a time for journaling. It is a time for treating the self. And as I made mention of, a time of looking in the mirror to truly find out who is staring back at you, and to embrace that, and to be able to love that soul without judgment, without fail. The new divine masculine, as with the current energy, also keeps the balance of the divine codes. the diamond codes, the codes of liquid love, the codes of water, the flexibility gifted, and the consciousness contained in water. You are in a watery time, and this watery time is extended into the rest of the year and will pick up momentum as we go along, so that together with the codes, the diamond codes, with the divine frequencies of the new divine masculine, feminine, and the water codes, will bring through a new understanding and a new balance within your emotional field. For that is what makes emotion topsy-turvy. The imbalanced water codes. It is therefore also imperative that whilst you are in process of journaling, whilst you are in process of self-discussion, self-discovery, being able to speak and meet with this most magnificent being staring back at you, to address the emotional side of certain issues that you need to let go of, and the reason why those emotions keep you entrapped. Beloved ones, we are here in support of helping you to for once and for all, let go of fear, let go of limitations, and let go of the conspiracies that you very often conjure yourself about the self. Each new day is a new gift, and therefore, as you arise, meet and greet the person in the mirror and invite each other to walk the day together. You understand the concept of your higher self that guides you. You understand the concept that 3/4 of your essence is definitely not what you see here in embodiment. Why don't you call upon the rest? Why don't you call upon the greater aspect of yourself behind the veils of illusion to walk with you, to show you where you are going wrong, or perhaps instead of seeing it as that, to show you how to alter the outcome of your experience by changing the frequency of the way you think, by forcing yourself to learn through, be it affirmations, music, whatever you wish, to reprogram the self to think differently. For as you know, and we've taught this in your meditation, the only way you can reprogram and rescript your future and your life is to change the way you think. And the only way to change the way you think is to begin shifting the vibrational frequency of where your thoughts are, one at a time. You must understand, for one negative vibration, it takes 33 repetitions in the positive to erase it. So you really and truly cannot afford the luxury of a negative thought. In actual fact, they've written a book about it. You cannot afford the luxury of that, for that one vibration is what's going to take 33 repetitions in the positive to convince your subconscious that your conscious knows better. So as you come to gripe with these things, as you come to discuss these things, as you come to face that divinity aspect of your balanced masculine and feminine in the mirror, in the beautiful mirrors of your own making, dare to change the frequency of your thoughts. One thought at a time. And each time you change the frequency of that thought, others will follow. And eventually you will begin to express sentences and paragraphs in the opposite to what you are used to, in the opposite to what makes you feel comfortable. I have explained the paradigm of those that feel comfort in their discomfort. And that is a true story. Many feels discomfort, or comfort rather, in their discomfort. You have another saying, better the devil you know than the one you don't know. Well, why don't you learn to dance with your devil? Why don't you learn to take fast turns and cut sharp corners? Why don't you learn to have fun with your devil, with your dark side? Why don't you learn to embrace all of you, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly, and put it all into the one essence of your magnificence, because that is who you truly are. And with that, let us just go through a vibrational tune-up. If you wish, please straighten your spines. Sit up straight. Up, up, up. Sit with your base chakra, the scrotum area, on your seat. Be comfortable in your hips. Back straight. Beloved ones, as we have gifted you the frequency that you resonate with within the divine goddess teachings in the equinox of last year, today we give you the vibration in the masculine side. And how we're going to do that is we're going to visualize a symbol that you can relate to, and you place that in your base chakra. The first symbol we're going to ask you to visualize is the symbol of your goddess energy. For those of you that were here, you were given an initiation deep under the waters in the sacred temples, that you were given by the goddess, a symbol that you wore, that you stood on. And if you have not, create a symbol that you can keep as a frequency, as a feminine vibration, and place that symbol, visualize it in the very center of your base chakra. Now, visualize a beautiful white flame extended from the very core of that symbol. Visualize this white flame traveling up your base, igniting the violet flame in the sacral. Now in the sacral, I wish for you to visualize a symbol that would fit like a glove to the one in the base, like a yin and yang, like the masculine opposite of that first feminine symbol. It can be anything. Superimposed in the opposite, it really doesn't matter. As long as you have a male vibrational frequency symbol in the sacral, and you have a female vibrational frequency in the base, and the white flame of purity in the base, which ignites the violet flame of transformation in your sacral, and you can hold your focus there. Now visualize the white flame of purity and the violet flame extend to the front, out your body, to the back, out your body, and then both up and down, igniting the chakra above and infusing with the chakra below. So in the base chakra, you have a white frequency that travels to the front, to the back, and down into the earth. In the sacral, you have a violet frequency that pushes out to the front, to the back, up into the solar plexus, igniting that, and down into the base, intermingling with the white flame of purity. So the white flame of purity intermingles with the violet flame of transformation in the sacral. That lights up. You have the essence of the ruby golden flame in the solar plexus. You know where your solar plexus are. See this ruby golden flame, and see that flame push out to the front and to the back, infuse with the violet flame below, and then pushing up to ignite a magnificent pink flame in the heart center, in your heart energy. Ignite that beautiful pink flame in your heart, and see that flame pushed out to the front, out to the back, infused with the ruby gold below, and extend itself up to ignite the sapphire flame in the throat. At the level of the throat, you push the sapphire energy to the front and to the back. Then let it infuse down with the pink flame, and then push it up for it to ignite the emerald flame in the third eye, between your physical eyes. At the level of the third eye, push the emerald flame out to the front, out to the back, infuse it down with the sapphire in the throat, and then push it up into the golden flame on the crown, just above the head. The golden flame in the crown, push the energy out to the front, to the back, infuse it down together with the emerald, and push it up into the magenta flame at the top, above that. The magenta flame now creates a star tetrahedron energy. If you're not sure about that, it is two interlocking three-sided pyramids, a Star of David, star tetrahedron. Visualize this magenta star tetrahedron above your head. Now, the magenta flame draws up the frequency of the gold as well as the emerald. It draws the frequency of the sapphire in the throat, like a little line traveling up. It draws the frequency of the pink flame, the ruby golden flame, the violet flame, and the purity, the white flame, all the way up into the star tetrahedron above the head, into the magenta. See all these colors fuse with your magenta. And now, if you're able, spin that magenta clockwise. with all of these colors infused. Now, if you can, bring the color of silver into that. Infuse the color silver with all of that and the magenta into the star tetrahedron. Keep it spinning. And then again infuse the color gold into that same star tetrahedron. Keep it spinning. And then we bring in platinum into that same star tetrahedron, spinning. And lastly, we anchor the frequency of the diamond into that and keep it spinning. Beloved ones, now I would like for you to very gently allow that magenta spinning star tetrahedron above your head that contains everything in your energy field to get smaller and smaller. Shrink it smaller. Feel how the energy subsides and smaller. Now drop it into your crown. Forget about the magenta. Drop this into your third eye, the spinning tiny magenta with all the colors infused star tetrahedron, Macabic field. Drop it gently into the heart and then hold it there. So we've now extended your frequency from anchoring the masculine-feminine balance in the first two chakras, and then holding the energy of each and every weave within that which is extended beyond the eighth, in the eighth. We then dropped it down back into the fourth. Now, see if you can see yourself with these streams of light traveling to the front, to the back, down and up in all of your centers. With this spinning star tetrahedron, this spinning interlock energy in the heart, spinning clockwise. With all these magnificent colors. We now gently ask you to expand this from the heart. Gently we expand it out about 30 centimeters. Relate to it as a dodeca and an icosahedron. Extend it out a bit further, a dodeca, an icosahedron and a sphere. Spin it further, another 30 centimeters, so you're about a meter away now. In your mind's eye, feel this vibration. Feel how this vibration encapsulates your chakric system as a whole. Extend it further until you are comfortable with it, until you can visualize yourself standing or sitting inside an upward pointing star tetrahedron, a downward pointing tetrahedron. Visualize yourself sitting inside the interlocked star tetrahedron as well as the icosahedron, the dodecahedron, the sphere and the octahedron. And gently spin this. Now from your base chakra, the beautiful symbol that you've received as the goddess energy, interlocked with the male symbol which you have created this evening. For these are contained in both the male and the female chakras. The base chakra, of course, is your masculine chakra, the first chakra. But it's overseen by feminine energy. So it is influenced by the mother, more so than the father. So now I would like for you to give unto the earth a gift from your base chakra, to travel out of that chakra through that infusion in the front as you extend it. See this as an energy that you want to let go of, that carries the imprint of the female, your mother's side. An irritation that you have with your mother, whether she's passed on or present, it matters not. For beloved ones, those energies lodges there until you let it go. So you are now extended a time, a gift, to let go of the animosity that may still be in that chakra relating to the mother. See that whatever essence is as a droplet of diamond energy, of liquid love. See it as a beautiful droplet of water, just simply leaving the base chakra through the front, traveling out your auric field into the universe, into the earth, wherever it goes. And now, from the same chakra, I wish for you to extend the opposite of that as a gift to every person on this planet, and then set the intent for that energy to leave to the back, to extend through the back of your energy field as a gift. So in the front, we ask for this to be transformed, and through the law of cause and effect, the give and take, we release onto the planet the opposite of that which troubles us as a gift unto all. Are you with me?
Yes.
Now we're going to move that up to the sacral, and here it is the opposite. It is your feminine chakra, but it's overruled by the masculine energy, by the programming of the father. So now extend onto the planet from the front essence of that chakra something that you feel still troubles you about you and your father and the issues and the relationship and all the twists and turns that you had to endure. And then at the same time, you release that, the opposite of that, as the achievement of the gift of that, through the back of your chakra, through the breath of cause and effect, through the infinity energy. So you give and you receive. But what you are doing is you are giving the trouble to the universe and to the earth. And at the same time, you are receiving the blessing of that in the opposite, which you extend on to others. Are you with me? Very good. Excellent. Beloved ones, in the area of the solar plexus, we are asking you to continue this give and receive, law of attraction, infinity, whatever you wish to call it. It matters not. To continue this process, one step at a time. But at the level of the solar plexus, we're asking you to finally forgive yourself for the unjustness that you have caused yourself, in whatever it may be. Forgive the self for something that you keep blaming the self for, so that you may embrace the totality of your being as the magnificent energy that it is, and that it is meant to be, if you only look in the mirrors of your own making. So extend that trouble feeling onto the earth, onto the universe, through the front of your solar plexus, and receive the opposite of that in your energy field, and extend that through the infinity to the back onto all that is. In other words, beloveds, here you are asked to bless all of those with all of that which have troubled you in the opposite, in the positive. And in so doing, if each one of you do this small exercise on a regular base, you will see that frequency of this earth will shift and change in heaps and bounds, and much faster than your clocks will allow it. Much faster. We now do the same at the heart essence. Here we are asking you to tap into a forgiveness essence that you feel you need to give to another. Forgiveness that you feel, even if you're unable to get it across at this time, do not beat yourself up because of it. Stop judging and blaming the self, but through loving the self, extend this forgiveness to them in an etheric way, on a higher level. Forgive someone that has upset your biorhythms, that has upset your cart, as you say. And then the opposite of that, if you feel that there is someone that you deserve forgiveness from, we ask you to request that through your back chakra, the back essence of your heart. So through this give and take, you at the level of the heart extend a request to forgive someone, and extend the request for them to forgive you. At the level of the throat, beloved ones, you are going to give unto the earth all of that which you have a gripe with when it comes to willpower, when it comes to will, when it comes to claiming your power, when it comes to struggling in keeping yourself in line with the power of your will. Extend that to the universe, to the earth, and ask for help. And then receive that and share the opposite of that out to the back, through the back of the chakra, in the figure 8. At the level of the third eye, we are going to ask you to extend the limit darkness that you create within your vision by being unable to focus on that which you should, to the front, asking for help, and then to receive and share through the back, the opposite of that. Therefore, to be able to focus on that which you must and let the rest go. Focusing on one energy at a time brings it into a state of understanding. And share this with others. And lastly, at the level of the crown, we ask you to extend to the front the things that you feel troubled with when it comes to your belief systems, or when it comes to understanding certain concepts that muddles your mind, that makes you feel unsettled. Perhaps even concepts that brings in a frequency of unsettledness when it comes to family and friends. And then see that in the opposite as reversed, which you are being gifted with, and extend it through the back of the center. See the energy flowing out. For you see, beloved ones, at the end of the day, that which you have become started off at the very basics, and the very basis of that is the mother and the father energy. You then invited into your social circle, family first and friends, and from there you expanded yourself as a being, and you allowed yourself to build your personality as you must. But more so often than not, many of these deeply ingrained issues won't allow you to move on, won't allow you to go further than what you should. In other words, the pain that you feel in the base center creates and festers. It creates a discomfort and it begins to fester. And once that starts festering, the blame and the judgment and the shame comes. And that sets forth the journey of addictions, it sets forth the journey of destruction. So what you do is, by playing the forgiveness game and letting go, but at the same time embracing a gift for the self, because you deserve it, and you must claim this, and you must enjoy it, and you must live it. And in so doing, you allow the self to take for yourself on your coat of many colors, your grandness, your magnificence, your magic. You become the alchemist of your world again. And the only way to do that is to walk the journey of letting go, and walk the journey of embracing gifts. And as you give, you accept. As you give, you receive. As you let go, you accept and receive. And always remember to replace that which is not so attractive or positive with the opposite, and then to share that with others. For as I said, if you all would do that, this world will change in no time at all. So once you are finally able to let go of that which entraps you down below in the basin of your drama. And you are able to transcend and move beyond the masculinity that trapped you for most of your life or controlled you in many ways. And you are able to extend that so that you are now able to become your own keeper. Beloved ones, then the only way through this is forgiveness. And very often, more often than not, forgiveness of the self becomes the biggest obstacle of all. For judgment and blame and shame seems to play a good song for you sometimes. It plays a nice melody like you like singing, no matter how warped it is, because you like the melody of the victim. So here the victim is saying, no more. I am sorry for that which I've done to myself and others. But I will no longer be the victim of circumstances that I know can change. Go and change your world. How do you do it? Change your thinking. How do you change your thinking? Train yourself. Work on yourself. Work at it. And in so doing, you will come to embrace all of your 12 chakric system in no time at all. You will learn to work with your chakras and learn to feel the vibrational frequency that each gives you as it does so, and be able to change it and attune it into a final frequency for you and all. Are there any questions? Would anybody like to share anything? Beloved ones, as we come to the end of this transmission, please keep your eye on the positive. Keep your eye single. Claim these beautiful frequencies, these bliss codes, the gamma codes, the frequencies that you now begin to understand and integrate as yourself. Claim it for yourself as yourself, for that it is indeed. And then, without expecting anything in return, extend these love frequencies onto others, no matter what. No matter the response, the return, or their ignore, it matters not. Understand there's a greater and grander reason why you've come to fill these humane shoes once again. Why you've come to take on your coat of many colors, your cloak of many fragments, for that is you. Understand and integrate that all of that which creates confusion within your lower chakras, each and every issue is solvable. You are able to work through these, and in so doing you are able to bring that into complete balance in the 8th chakra. And once you are able to work with that, you can put on your true lightworker boots in the 9th. You can wear your wings, your angelic wings in the 10th. Beloved ones, you can extend your third eye frequency into the galactic energy in the 11th. For you know how it feels to work for and take on the Christ frequency in the 12th. For you are working on that, and you are sharing it as you go along. And understand, for as long as there is a breath in your lungs, you have a mission. Your mission is part of the planet. You are needed. You haven't fulfilled your experience yet. And therefore it's not time for you to take your leave. At times of trouble and loneliness, understand that you can never be alone, for we are all one. I am Kuthumi. I am the Lord and the Koan, and the Master of love and wisdom. And as I suggest and remind you to integrate your Christ consciousness, I ask for this blessing to be bestowed upon you so that you may awaken to the true clarity of your journey ahead. I wish you love. Adonai. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Namaste.